This podcast is sponsored by the Boy Scouts of America Northern Lights Council. Good things are happening with Cub Scouts, and now's the time to get your child involved. Registration is open now through October. Get the adventure started at nlcbsa.org.
Taking a look at the Northland Outdoors forecast for the second weekend of August, we'll be watching as the previous system that was bringing some unsettled weather across portions of the upper Midwest continues to push off to the east out of the region as we head into Friday night. As you wake up on Saturday morning, largely nice and quiet with plenty of sunshine across the Dakotas into Minnesota as well. We'll watch as the jet stream is going to be just south of much of the region throughout the weekend, but we'll see that kind of clip with some disturbances along that jet stream, clipping portions of southern Minnesota and especially South Dakota at times throughout the weekend. You can see some showers possible in southwestern portions of South Dakota as we head into Saturday, perhaps a few lingering in northern Wisconsin, mainly into the UP of Michigan from the previous system as we head throughout that period as well. Otherwise, again, plenty of sunshine and otherwise generally dry conditions across the rest of the tri-state area here. As we head into Saturday night, again, a couple of showers still possible across South Dakota, maybe a few thunderstorms as well as we head into Sunday. You can see the chances for those continuing as we head into Sunday afternoon as well. So a slightly unsettled pattern across South Dakota into perhaps portions of southern Minnesota, otherwise staying nice and quiet across the northern half of the region as well as we wrap up the weekend. As we take a look at winds, they'll be starting on the breezy side. Now, before the weekend, there'll be some even breezier to gusty winds across portions of the Dakotas, but by the time you get to Friday afternoon and Friday evening, the worst of the winds are going to be pushing off to the east into portions of eastern Minnesota and into Wisconsin as well. These are the sustained winds, so that's why they're only into the teens, so to speak, for the wind speeds there. But otherwise, as we head into Friday night and into Saturday morning, largely on the calmer side, 5 to 10 miles per hour, largely out of the northwest across much of the tri-state. You can see some slightly higher winds still out in portions of Wisconsin. Heading into Saturday afternoon, that's where the higher winds will continue to be out in portions of Wisconsin, perhaps a few into still eastern Minnesota. Otherwise, generally light winds across the rest of the region, and those higher winds will continue out to the east, relatively speaking, as we head throughout the rest of Saturday and into Sunday as well. Winds largely calming down across the entire upper Midwest here, under 15 miles per hour, generally speaking. As we take a look at Saturday's forecast, largely in the 70s across the entire region. You can see a mix of sun and clouds, more sunshine to the north, a few more clouds to the south, especially in South Dakota where you can see an isolated shower at times. And you'll be looking at temperatures, again, largely in the 70s across the entire tri-state and into portions of Wisconsin as well. It's going to be lower 70s for some, especially further north you go, but it's going to be 70s nonetheless. And as we head into Sunday, more 70s across the region, maybe a few spots to the south, trying to make a run at 80 closer to the jet stream, but the rest of us further to the north of the jet stream, it's going to be on the cooler side still. Still not too bad of a Sunday, plenty of sunshine, especially further to the north. Now in portions of South Dakota, you'll be looking at some showers and thunderstorms possible at times as that disturbance rolls through, and off to the east, you're going to still be on the mostly sunny side as well across that region as we wrap up the weekend.